One of our big passions has always been that a zip code shouldn't determine a child's education. My name is Heather Henderson, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer at Arizona Charter Academy. We run about over 1,000 students. We're a K-8 school. We're Title I 80% free and reduced. I remember hearing the exact statistic that 95% of kids should be able to read. And when we heard that, going along with that whole zip code should not determine a child's education, we were like, well, if everyone else can, if 95% of kids can and zip code doesn't determine, then it shouldn't determine it for us either. And at that point, we knew we were in, and we were going to go in and figure out what it was going to take for 95% of our kids to become fluent readers. And as we began doing the research, we came across more and more details about the science of reading. This is the big difference for me. The minute I started to understand exactly why there were 6 syllables, when I began to understand what orthographic mapping was, when I really understood how decoding and comprehension work together and why you can't have one without the other, and then as teachers started understanding that and they started seeing data come alive, is the best way I can put it, all of a sudden, everyone wanted to jump on. And that's when we really began the professional development and the journey of understanding the why and really embracing the science of reading and learning what that meant. We really began our journey on the decoding process, building up from kindergarten. So when they come in, our kids are like blank slates. Often they don't attend preschools. So we really started looking at phonemic awareness and all those little sub-skills that come with it and became focused on what each child needed, where they are. On average, about 90% of our kids coming to kindergarten are well below. They're in the red. And then throughout the year, you see each benchmark they're gaining. And by the end, we have well over 90% at or above grade level. So for us, we've seen that shift in the K-2. In particular, in decoding, we're seeing strong gains. Our next journey that we're really involved in is thinking about comprehension and those higher order skills. Third grade scores are going to go up and down. Ours continue to. We have really good years, we have off years. I think in leadership, you have to stay the course. We have a motto here that says we can and we will. And I think that comes from leadership on down. And it is imperative that we are all in it together. And you know, when the data comes out bad, it's being there together too. And it's looking at that data, even when you're frustrated, you come back together, you go back to that whole thought process of we can and we will. You roll up your sleeves and you keep going. Until we're at the 95%, we're going to keep going.